Hi everyone. There is some good news today. I had two phone calls. First this morning from Eamon O'Keefe's office to say that they had contacted the hospital and they were told by the management that an appointment had been arranged for me. Then obviously Pierce Doherty made contact too, and he also said that they were sending me out an appointment. Problem being that I haven't spoken to Steve, but he spoke to my husband, and I think he said, if you can see the chicken in the background, that's Maisie on the window. I believe he said that this appointment is fine, but they can't give me a date for the next one. So then I contacted the clinic, obviously. And I'm going in on Wednesday at 12 o'clock for my pain infusion. But we must bear in mind that these infusions last for no longer than 8 weeks at a time. It's not like it's an actual, cure, or it is literally an infusion that reduces the amount of pain I'm in. It'll cut out all the nerve pain, and the rest of it is just, I can tackle that with some ibuprofen. That's just knees and ankles and stuff. The big problem is, as a result of the stress of the last 2.5 months, I am now back in a wheelchair. I haven't been in a wheelchair like this for near on 10 years. I've had periods, I've never been able to go flying around the town with it. I've always had to use my scooter, but I've been able to walk. Because of the relapse I've had, I can only walk like from this table over to the cooker there and maybe back again. It's not like I can go anywhere. I wouldn't be able to go to the shop without a wheelchair. Even last night when I went to the school parent-teachers meeting, I was using a wheelchair. It's just my luck that the sun has decided to come out really strong while I'm doing this. But to cut a long story short, if anything, yes, I'm going to be pain-free on Wednesday, but I'm a hell of a lot worse off than I was before this began. And if I had had my infusion in September when it was due, none of this would have happened. And I think that has to be borne in mind. Secondly, Stephen spoke to the consultant at the pain clinic, and he told him that he would have to work 9 months straight, 24/7. I'm trying to get out of the light here, people. He would have to work 9 months straight, 24/7, to try, it's only worse, to try and deal with the list that's backed up because of the cuts. And it is directly because of the cuts. Now, he's using the word resources. We know it's cuts. He said he doesn't have the resources to treat the patients that have backed up. And it's not just pain, it's everything. It's like our government are trying to force us into the private sector. So, eventually they're free to privatise the HSE. And we just can't stand by and let that happen. We can't. I tried to contact my MS nurse today, and lo and behold, there's nobody working on a Friday. Now, that's a new one. I don't know when that came into being, but anyway. Because one thing I do have to do is try and organise some steroids, IV steroids, to see if I can undo this relapse. And as I said last night, this may never be undone. This is multiple sclerosis. This isn't like a bad knee. This is a progressive degenerative disease. And I got caught in the middle of bullshit. That's all you can call it. Pure and utter bullshit. And now look at me. Now look at me. I now have to talk about, will I walk again? Will I? I don't know. And if I don't, it's their bloody fault, because they put me through so much stress. Totally unnecessary stress. For what? So that they can privatise the HSE? Are you really going to stand by and allow them to do that when we have people queuing up to get bags of food, when we have soup kitchens almost in every city in Ireland? I know of a lady in Ennis who every Sunday cooks a meal to go out and feed the homeless. She's doing this off her own back, and the food she gets, she has to, beg and go around collecting. That's what's happening. We're doing the job that they should be doing, and what we need to do now is we need to kick ass and make them know, let them know that we're not going to stop. And we have just proven the power of social media. and a few people, and a few wonderful people who I will be eternally grateful to. But as I say, we can't let this one go. The other thing I want us to maybe have a look at, I know I've mentioned it before, is the plight of the child carers in Ireland. Not funny and shouldn't be happening, you know. I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't even really realise that we had child carers in Ireland until Ciara wrote her letter and some kids made contact with her. Those kids are predominantly single parent families caring for parents who have diseases such as MS and arthritis on their own. They're kids. You know, it's not good enough, and enough is enough. I mean, I'll be there tomorrow at the march. Anyone that sees this, that lives anywhere near Galway, please, please join us. If we don't stand up, then we allow them to walk all over us. I mean, Enda Kenny gets a Stupid European of the Year award. That's only to shut him up and make him go away, because the man's ego is bigger than his brain cell. And I mean brain cell. So it's time that we as a society stood together and fought back. And if we're going to do it this way, on the streets, whatever, I'm prepared to get out and kick ass, and I'm asking you to join me. And keep an eye on Citizen Irish. Once I'm able to get out, we're going to start, I'm going to start interviewing people who are suffering, particularly things like soup kitchens and that. I'm going to try and get some people to talk. Obviously, they don't have to go on camera, but I'm going to start making videos of those who are suffering and get it up there and get it out, and let's retweet it, make these things go viral, and get it into the politicians, get it into the Dáil. Amazingly, one sentence. Jennifer Banks in Galway, a lady with multiple sclerosis can't get treatment for pain, has got me an appointment. They're scared of us, and they've made us so afraid of them. No, it's the other way around. They are terrified of us. Get that into your heads, people. The government are afraid of us. And we can stand up and we can take back our country, you know, and we can be proud again to be Irish. For now, I'm going to let it go. I just wanted to let you all know about the appointment, and everybody who's helped. You're amazing people. I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to be helping. But bear in mind, this is a treatment that is reoccurring. I'm supposed to have it every 8 weeks. And we were working nicely until August when the cutbacks were, you know, made. And that's when my appointment got messed up. So I think I'll be here again in a few months' time. But I'll be here all the time. But for myself. And that's sad. And it's wrong, and it's time it stopped. And you and I have the power to stop it. Talk to you soon.